All right, we are live. Fought through the technical difficulties. It's been a while since we did this, a couple months, but we're back. Nader Barjeste Production Network. For all your streaming needs, go to Nader to Barjeste Production Network. If you need help with streams at MTA, contact Nader at naderisaawesome@gmail.com. Starting lineups for today: Hallie Whitty, Kendall Stad, and Maddie Delling across the front. Maddie Poor, Sophia Barjeste, Caitlin Mulcahy in the midfield. Kendall Quall, Lindsay Birch, Sarah Brecklin, and Sid Drees at D. And in net is Bayless Flynn, and we're off. MTA had the ball first here in the kick off the first half. Ball's back to Sarah. She plays it out to Sid. Sid back to Caitlin. Caitlin back to Sarah. Sarah around to Lindsay. Lindsay looking for something forward. Turns it back. Plays it back to Bay to reset. Bay wide to Sarah. Pressure from United. Playing the Midwest United today. They're a club out of the Michigan area. Sid fights through. Foul called. Free kick for MTA. United comes from Michigan, and they're here for the game today. And then we have a friendly with them tomorrow as well. So this is the last ECNL game for this crew. It's been a great run for the last, some people, 5-6 years, some 4, 3, 2, 1, and whatever. But it's been fun to watch this group come together and play hard. Maddie plays it to Soph. Soph to Kendall, top of the box. Glancing ball off the post, tries to go short post. Good shot, just goes wide. Goal kick for the Midwest United. 1:15 here into the first half. For those joining us on the network, we've had a really good time doing this. Been able to bring soccer to everyone and families and friends across the country. Started out as a solve for COVID and has turned into something that Nader and I really enjoy, and glad that some people are watching today. Back to the play. Soph driving, trying to play through to Hallie. Ball bounces back to Soph's feet. Soph trying to go around off the Midwest player. Throw here for Sid right in front of us. Hallie checks to it. Sid goes over, finds Kendall. Kendall to Soph. Midwest player takes it, dispossesses, turns it up the field. Trying to play a ball through. Bay comes off her line, lets it roll into the box, picks it up. Looking to punt this ball away. Originally we were going to be outside. We were able to secure the dome here, the Star Dome at Holy Angels, for one last indoor game, since it's become a awesome spring with rain and cold all the time. Darlene going one-on-one. Gets past the first defender, cuts it back, trying to find a space. Maybe one too many dribbles. Ball gets turned back to Midwest. Going forward here. Ball's played through. Bay comes up, punts it away. Trying to find Darlene. Something they worked on in high school season. Foul right there. Maddie Poor, free kick for MTA. Still 0-0 here. 3 minutes into the first half. Soph's boyfriend and his family just showed up. That was nice of them to show up. Lindsay puts a leg into it, floats it into the box, trying to connect on the end. Goalie punts it. Sid goes body. Girl trying to dribble around Sarah. Sarah stays in front. Sarah deflects that ball. Caitlin takes control. Caitlin wide to Hallie. Hallie back to Sid. Sid finds Soph in the middle. Soph able to turn. Ball stuck in her feet, gets it back to Sid. Sid back to Sarah. Sarah wide to Lindsay. Lindsay opens her hips. Plays forward to Quall. Quall just a missed touch ball, rolls out of bounds. Midwest throw right in front of the MTA bench. Ball's thrown in. Sarah on the United player back. She tries to turn around. Sid clears it. Ball goes out of bounds. United throw. Lindsay gets to the ground, gets to Qual to Caitlin. Caitlin back to Sarah. Sarah wide to Sid, one on. She plays it back to Bay. Bay traps it, has it at her feet, waiting to see what develops. Fakes a kick, lays it off to Sarah. Back now to Bay again. Bay back to Sarah. Pressure from United. Sarah trying to find Sid wide. Ball's in the box. Sarah breaks down, able to keep that ball, take control, plays it to Stadden. Hallie back to Soph. Soph looking for options, finds Sid. Ball goes forward to Hallie. Hallie into Soph in the middle. Soph plays it to Maddie. Seen that before. Soph finds Darlene on a diagonal run. Maddie finds a far post. Make it 1-0 MTA. Great job by MTA getting it out of the back, finding Hallie's feet. Hallie lays it to Soph, so she's going forward. Maddie sneaks through on a diagonal run. Soph plays it perfectly in a good weight. Lets Maddie run onto it, and she puts it in the far post, make it 1-0 MTA. United plays it forward off the kick. Bay scoops that up. Big ball from Bay, huge ball. Gets over to everybody. Stadden plays it to Poor going forward. Plays it through to Hallie. Good job, Maddie. Poor to Hallie Whitty. Hallie takes time and patience. Slots it right past the goalie to make it 2-0. Good job by Hallie. Played a lot of forward this year, probably not a natural position for her, but when she goes off to UMD next year and plays soccer, but good to have multi-skill talent, so makes it 2-0 MTA. Midwest kicks this ball off backwards, back to Caitlin, forward to Caitlin, Caitlin to Kendall Qual, Kendall back to Lindsay, Lindsay back to Bay, Bay to Sarah, Sarah to Bayless. Bayless wide to Lindsay. She's got her hips open, looking to move forward. Lindsay left foot, goes up the sideline, finds Darlene, Maddie. Gets her kidneys checked on that foul. It's going to be a free kick for MTA. 2-0 here, 7:30 into the first half. Again, thank you for joining us on a typical April 30th here in Minnesota. Rain and 50. Stadden pops it over the top to Darlene. Darlene pops it over on a cross, trying to find Whitty. Lets Hallie run onto it. Hallie's got options. Plays it back to Soph. Good job by Soph. Soph to Stadden. Too easy. Great job by that. Hallie slides it over to Soph. Soph lets the ball go through. Great turn. Left foot pass to Stadden. Stadden sets it up and goes inside the post to make it 3-0 MTA. United kicks it off. Stadden with pressure. Good job by Sid to go forward. Sid. Soph running into it. United trying to play through. Lindsay's there. Lindsay finds Kendall's feet. Kendall trying to lay it off. Sid, good job getting on that girl's back and getting a header. Soph going for a header. A little dead leg there. She's all right. Sid trying to play it forward to Soph. Stadden comes with pressure. Kendall disrupting. United player. So good save by Bay. Good shot from the Midwest player. Bay gets a hand on it, keeps it in front of her. No one was there. She's able to get it up, scoop it up quickly on her own, and wheels and throws that outside to Kendall Qual. Back to Lindsay, back to Qual. Qual to Stadden. Qual lays it off, Stadden lays it off to Soph. Soph to Caitlin. Caitlin to Sid here wide. Sid tries to tuck it back in. Ball goes off the Midwest player. It's going to be a throw for MTA. Got to give Nader a bunch of credit today. He forgot his tripod, so he's manufactured some sort of platform that he's shooting off of today. Throw ball goes in, gets to Stadden, Stadden to Soph, Soph to Sid. Sid taking her time, tries to find Caitlin. Ball gets popped up. Lindsay boots it back up the field. Midwest player plays it wide. Two trying to play through. Lindsay gets up, disrupts that. Off the Sid, ball goes out of bounds. Nader's parents are the 12th and 13th player on the field today. Balls to Soph. Soph trying to find Maddie. It's going to be a foot race between Maddie and that goalie. Just a little bit too much. It's all right, good idea. Soph quickly rolls the ball up the field. Midwest coming on a run here. Sarah stands in front, able to get a foot on it. Midwest lays it back off. Poor there. Caitlin finds Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor back to Kendall Quall. Darlene checking. Finds Stadden. Kendall back to Maddie. Maddie all the way back to Lindsay to reset. Lindsay to Sarah. Sarah on the ground to Soph. One touches it to Sid. Sid back to Soph. Soph shields, trying to let that ball roll through. Midwest able to disrupt, take possession. Caitlin takes it. Soph slides it off to Hallie. Trying to go 1-2. Ball goes off the Midwest player. It's going to be an MTA throw to our right. Three nothing. MTA goals from Darlene, Whitty, and Stadden. All the forwards are on the board today. Throw goes in, finds Stadden. And Midwest just punches it forward. Trying to get 23 on the run. Foot race with Lindsay. Lindsay parrying. Good job jockeying right there. Gets in front. Base jams on top of it. Gosh, I've missed every name today. It's also been I'm a little rusty. It's been a while. Quall pushing forward. Got time. Plays it to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor playing it. Maddie's on the run. Darlene down on the end line. Cuts it back. Tries to cut it back again. Still on her feet. Cross. Goalie gets tangled up with Kendall. Stadden. Again, this is the last game. Goalie is sitting up. That's a good sign. This is the last game for this 03-04 team. 14 of these girls are off to college next year. 3 of them will stay here since they're juniors in high school. Girls that will be staying are Kendall Quall, Kendall Stadden, and Bayless Flynn, representing their high schools again next year as seniors. And one more season of MTA for them. But the seniors are all off across the country. Pretty successful group. They've had a great couple of years. COVID year was a bummer. They were number 1 in the country going into the playoffs, and then COVID snapped that playoff opportunity. Came back as, I call them juniors, even though they were the girls that were younger on the team, and had a really good season last year. Was able to make the national championships. Went down to Tampa, played a little shorthanded, but showed up really well there and fought hard. And then this year, with a little bit smaller group that goes to the national playoffs, these girls will finish in the top of their conference for ECNL, but only 2 teams go to the national playoffs, actually, or 1 team, I'm not sure. But Unfortunately, we are not there, but they're fighting hard here in their last ECNL game for the MTA program. MTA has done a great job developing girls for years, and this 0304 group is no exception. The goalie has gone to the sideline. Hopefully she'll be able to go back in, but they're going to have to put a penny on a player for a minute. I think probably it's a head check, so hopefully she's okay. Don't know if they'll add time here to the clock, but it's been about 3-4 minutes, so maybe a goal kick for Midwest United. The ball went out of bounds. Before we get back to the action, we want to wish Bob Bargeste a happy birthday. Hopefully he got his push-ups and sit-ups in this morning as he turned a fresh 25 years old today. So happy birthday to Bob Bargeste, watching us in the Colorado, somewhere in Colorado. So happy birthday, Bob. Back in play here. His niece is on the chase, forces a pass early, and MTA is able to intercept with Sarah Brecklin to back to Soph. Soph trying to play Kendall. Kendall running onto it, keeps it in bounds. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Midwest or MTA throw. Kendall takes it, throws it quickly, finds Hallie. Hallie back to Kendall. Kendall finally just said enough is enough. Puts a girl on the ground, and it's going to be a Midwest penalty, free kick. Not a penalty kick, a free kick here. Ball's put in play. Soph reading that. 16 from Midwest just pops the ball up in the air. MTA running to it. Good job from Caitlin. Gets to Qual's feet to Mulcahy, to Birch, to Qual. Ball's all the way back to Bayless. Bayless is going to have to move quickly. Back all the way wide out to Qual. Qual lays it off to Lindsay. Lindsay trying to play through. Not able to connect. Ball goes back into play. Caitlin gets a head on it. Poor directionally heads it to Qual. Qual puts it back on the ground to Lindsay to Poor. Poor back to Qual. Qual to Lindsay. Lindsay wide to Sarah. Pressure from Midwest. Back to Bay. Bay traps it at her feet. Back to Sarah. Trying to get out of the back. Ball plays up the sideline to Hallie. Hallie keeps it in bounds. Traps it. Soph is trying to find Kenny. Soph takes it off that girl's feet. Ball goes forward. Kendall with pressure. Midwest finds a way to get it through. Qual to Poor. Maddie trying to dribble out. Finds Sarah. Sarah to Sid. Sid to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor fights the check. Off the back. Plays it all the way to Qual. Qual to Soph. Soph taking time. Finding space. Trying to play Maddie. Maddie keeps it in bounds. Ball goes out of bounds as a throw for MTA, and Maddie was able to keep that ball in on the goal line. Throws to Stadden. Stadden back to Soph. Soph takes a one-touch. Plays it to Darlene. Darlene in the corner. Going end line. Testing the girl that's not normally a goalie. Ball goes out off the Midwest player. It's going to be a corner kick. Sid going to take it. .18:45, almost 19 minutes here into the first half. We did have a stoppage for Midwest goalie. Sid puts her hand up, ball's in play. Good ball in the far post. Soph trying to connect on it with a header. Ball trickles in here. Midwest player kicks it out of bounds. It's a deep throw in the offensive third for MTA. Maddie Poor's got it. Finds Kendall. Kendall working end line. Lays it off to Hallie. Hallie back to Kendall. Kendall was offsides. 3-0, as I mentioned here. 19 and a half in, did have a stoppage for a few minutes. We'll see if they add that time to the end of the half. But 3-0's our score. And Midwest player puts it in play. Trying to play through the middle, trickles all the way back to Qual. Qual to Caitlin. Caitlin trying to play through. That Midwest player disrupts, gets to Stadden's feet. Stadden finds Soph. Soph chips it, lets Maddie run onto it. Soph to Maddie. Maddie gets lucky. Plays a ball, kind of a volley left dribbler. They don't have a goalie in net, but still goes in the back of the net. 2-0 MTA. Good job from Hallie to Stadden to Soph. Soph just one touches it, knows where Maddie's going to be, and Maddie puts it in to make it 4-0. Midwest kicks the ball off going forward. Ball goes off MTA player. Bayless screaming for the ball. Is able to take control of it. Looking to maybe punt this one away. Ball's up. Big ball from Bay. It's going to go even farther in 2 years when she's at Montana and she's playing at over a mile in elevation. She'll probably kick it out of the stadium like Michael Vick threw it out of the stadium. Settled by Sid, gets it on the ground. Soph turns, outside foot, lets Qual run to it. Kendall pulls it back, plays to Soph. Soph splits the defenders. She's trying to find Maddie on that run. They may have figured out that Soph and Maddie like to work that a little bit, but they'll keep going. Good job by Soph to shield and let that ball slide through. Soph with a shot from the 50, testing that goalie, who's a field player with a penny on right now. Punt away, headed by Midwest. Midwest player keeps it in bounds, but ends up at Lindsay's feet. Lindsay to Sarah. Sarah settling it down. On the ground to Poor. Poor fights through it, dribbling. Looking for some help. All the way back to Sarah. Back to Bay. Bay to Soph. Good job by Soph trying to get it out of there. Shot from Midwest. Bayless dives for it. Ball goes out of bounds. It's a Midwest Midwest corner kick. Sub in for MTA. Amanda Kothe entering in. Say hi to her dad, Brian, who's fighting the dreaded COVID. Hope he's feeling all right and able to watch along with us today. Ball's away, good ball, far post. MTA players caught. MTA gets in front of it. Stadden just cranks it out. Maddie's helping on the D. Sid trying to get Maddie running. Stadden dolly. Two friends going at it. Evidently they don't know how to communicate unless it's on Snapchat. MTA or Midwest throw here. Ball's in. Ball's checked off of Hallie. Midwest throw. Subs back in. Goalie's back in for Midwest United. Yeah, I started to clap. Let her get her mitts on. She's probably got to spit in them, make them nice and sticky. Big throw from 12. Sid goes in there. Off of Hallie's face.
Thank you.
Yep.
Midwest United player, super polite. Ball's thrown in. Flicked on by Midwest. They got the ball on top of the box. Slides it across. 34. Matty Poor gets in front, blocks the shot. Ball's laid off. Midwest player dealing in the box. Amanda steps in there. Soph lays it to Hallie. So, Kendall to Soph. To Maddie. To Qual. Stadden trying to see if Maddie can run something down, but Maddie didn't want to do that this time around, so ball gets back to the goalkeeper, punts it away. Midwest player pops it up to the middle of the field. Poor there with pressure. Soph with pressure. Amanda with pressure. Midwest ends up with the ball. They're going forward. Ball played through, finds 23 in the middle. Lindsay pops it to Soph. Soph on the ground to Hallie. Hallie's got room, she can dribble. Back to Amanda. Amanda back to Sarah. Sarah to Bay. Bay in the middle to Kendall. Kendall trying to find Amanda. Just a little bit too much. Midwest turns that ball over, going forward. Another block shot from Lindsay. Sid using her head, gets it popped over. Ball goes over the Midwest player. She's keeping Amanda on her back, lays it to 12. 12 plays it to the middle. Kendall puts a foot onto it. 16 plays it to 8. Amanda side foots it to Maddie Darlene. Darlene all the way back to Bay. Bay to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Bay. Bay kicks that forward, finds Matty Poor. Matty Poor back to Kendall Qual. MTA just trying to get out of the back. Plays Stadden in the middle. Kendall keeps the girl on her back, plays it to Maddie. Girl climbs up Maddie's back. Foul there. Qual behind the ball. Sub for United. 4-0 here, 27.5 into the first half, playing 45. Great ball by Kendall Qual, finds Stadden. Unlucky bounce. Amanda goes up for the header. Qual traps it with her feet. Digs it out, still fighting. Good job by Qual. Amanda helps. Lindsay plays it forward. Stadden and Darlene trying to do something from there. Ball just couldn't find it as it was in the air. Qual all the way back to Bay. They're going to restart from the back here. Bay goes quickly to Sarah. Sarah's got space. Sarah to Poor. Poor trying to find Soph. Soph gets it down the ground, settles it. Therapist, the therapist. Back to Amanda. Amanda finds Hallie. Foul. As the ball was away from Amanda. It's going to be a free kick for MTA. Sid's behind it. Ball goes to Hallie in the end line. Hallie lays it to Maddie Darlene. She's in the box. Cross. Trying to get a cross in there. Goalie scoops up the cross and she's going to punt this away. Ball's up. Sid chops it to Soph. Soph gently plays it to get it to Amanda so it's on the ground. Amanda steps through it. Just too much, trying to find Matty Poor going forward. Soph with pressure. Midwest trying to play it over the top. Ball trickles into the box. Bayless stops it, quickly puts it on the ground and plays it to Sid. Sid to Soph. Soph back to Sid. Sid back to Sarah. Sarah back to Bay. Bay back to Sarah. Sarah through the middle, trying to find Soph. Ooh, miss hit. Kendall and Hallie going 1-2. Midwest player throws it out of bounds. It's going to be an MTA throw to our right. Mass subs for MTA. Alma and Jordan join the forward line. Ramira and Anna join the D. So our forwards are going to be, sorry, Alma's in at midfield. So our forwards are Hallie, Kendall, Stadden, and Jordy Pascarella. Midfield is Alma Beaton, Amanda Kothi, and Maddie Poor. Defense is Ramira Ambrose, Anna Kepke, Lindsay Birch, and Kendall Quall. And in net, Bayless Flynn. Goalie punts it forward off Amanda's head. All the way back to Rammer. Rammer plays the ball on the ground just to Bay. Bay fakes a ball wide. Trying to play through, gonna find Jordy. Jordy, Alma and Maddie Poor working together. Maddie plays up to Hallie. Hallie to Maddie Poor. Maddie to Poor to Quall. Quall moving forward from her outside spot. Trying to play through, finds Stadden. Stadden lays it off to Jordy. Blaine teammates during the high school season. Jordy will be at Loyola Chicago next year. Kendall will be at the U. Good ball from Hallie Woody, just a little bit too much, goes over the top. It's going to be a goal kick for United. Alma Beaton, she's heading to the University of Minnesota next year. Maddie Poor headed to the University of Wisconsin. Ramira Ambrose headed to Northwestern University, and a Kepke St. Thomas University. Lindsay Birch going to University of Nebraska Omaha. Kendall Quall will be one more year at Maple Grove, and then she will head off to the University of St. Thomas as well with Anna. On the bench, Cedrice headed to Creighton University. Caitlin Mulcahy headed to Lake Forest. Maddie Darlene headed to the University of North Carolina. And Sarah Brecklin headed to Mount Olive, and then our goalkeeper, Bayless Flynn, will have one more year at the Edina High School, and then she'll be off to the University of Montana. So a lot of success for this team, and hopeful continued success as they take on their next part of their journey. Back to action, Midwest United playing the ball forward. Ramirez onto it. Trying to find Hallie wide. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be an MTA. Oh, ruled a United throw. 4-0 is the score. 33 minutes in here into the first half. Ball's into the air. Anna punted away. Ball flipped up. Alma with pressure. United plays it back in up the field. 10 flicks it on. Anna's there, steady defender, center back for us, has been for years. Ball's going forward. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be an MTA throw. Jordy looking to throw quick. Ball's at Stadden's feet, trying to dribble out. Kendall fights, tries to punt it through. Ball goes out of bounds off the Midwest player. Anna steps. Player takes the dribble out. Rammer's there to help out. Ramira Ambrose chases it down. Good speed from Ramira. Ramira takes control. Looking for help. Plays Staden in the middle. Plays it off to Poor. Back to Ramira. Ramira moving forward. Finds Staden's feet. Kendall trying to play to down the line. Just gets too far inside the ball. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Midwest throw. Ball's in play. Slides back, trying to find Staden across the box. Midwest plays it forward. Qual's there, puts it on the ground to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor turns, trying to escape out. Plays it to Ramiro, who's on a run from her outside back spot. Got end line, lays it into Hallie. Ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Midwest United. Ball's in play. Alma, good pressure. Good hard shot off her knee. Gets all the way back to the goalkeeper. It's gonna be another goal kick. Punt away for the goalkeeper from Midwest United. Ball's in play. Ball bounce off. First one too is Ramira. Ramira heads it. Alma pops it over to Hallie. Staden's there to help. Trying to keep it in bounds. Midwest throw. Ball's thrown in. Midwest going quickly. Trying to play the ball up. Qual chases it down. Lays it off to Bay. Bay wide to Anna. Anna takes one slide in, finds some space to give herself some room to work. Ramira's got time. Back to Anna. Back to Bay. Bay to Anna. Anna to Ramira. Ramira trying to find Staden. Staden laying that ball up over the top. Jordy's going to run onto it. Goalie's got to play that out of the air on a volley, back up the air. Staden trying to head it down him to get it on the ground. Good job there, getting it to Poor. Poor fights off. Foul called. It's going to be a free kick for MTA. 37.5 into the first half, about 7.5 left. According to the clock, we'll see what they have for the injury from earlier in the first half. Maddie Poor all the way back to Anna. Anna over to Ramira. Ramira slides it to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor escapes the other way. Wide to Lindsay Birch. Lindsay to Kendall Qual. Qual to Staden. Staden trying to turn. Ball goes back up the field. Anna's there. Anna gets it down to Ramira. Ramira plays Hallie. Hallie trying to get it to Staden in the middle. Ramira shields. Good job getting back, forcing that girl to turn the other way. Ball goes through, finds Qual to Kothi. Amanda to Ramira. Ramira back to Anna. Anna plays it to Bay. Alma to Lindsay. Lindsay fighting. Foul called on Midwest, or sorry, on MTA. Midwest Academy is going to have a ball outside, just outside the front of the box. two-person wall, ball on the ground, goes wide, goal kick for Bay. Still 4-0. 40 minutes in, goals from Stadden, Whitty, and 2 from Darlene. Put us on the board here. Maddie Poor, magic on the ball, plays it to Alma. Alma was ruled off sides. Free kick for Midwest United. Free kicks away. Line drive. Hallie gets a foot on it. Disrupts. 8 turns. Trying to play it through to 27. 27 wide to 30. 30. Little knuckleball, 1 hop skip to Bay. She stays in front. Big ball from Bay. Trying to connect with Jordy. Stadden trying to side foot it to Jordy all the way through. Ball goes out of bounds. It's a real Midwest throw. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw. Trying to find Jordy. Jordy flicks it on, gets low and flicks it on with the head. 8 for Midwest, takes control. Foul called. Free kick for Midwest. Ball's up. Outside run from 8, almost got to it, but the ball was just a little too short. Hallie punts it up. The Midwest player gets to her feet. Maddie Poor stands on top of it. 10 from Midwest United is grinding. The ball goes out of bounds. Throw from Midwest. Finds 16 here. Shot on just outside the frame. Ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Bayless. 42.5, 2.5 left according to the clock. We'll see if there's any stoppage time. 4-0 MTA. Ball's up. Ball squirts through. Bayless yells for it, picks it up. Rolls it away to Anna. Anna to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Bayless. Bayless puts it up. Qual fights. Ball squirts away. It's a handball. 27. 27 looks like she may have just got back from vacation. And I'll step behind this off of the handball. Puts it up the middle. Midwest. Kofi there fighting. Plays it, finds Ramira. Ramira back to Anna. Anna back to Bay. Bay goes back to Anna. Anna through to Amanda. Amanda wide to Ramira. Back to Amanda. Amanda back to Ramira. Anna finds Maddie Poor, trying to go forward.
Turn, Mads.
Maddie does a great turn, escapes. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. Oh, trying to sneak it to Hallie on that run on the outside is a good thought. Ball goes out of bounds. It's a Midwest throw. Maddie Poor fights.
Oh.
Foul. Maddie Porgett taking a beating here in the last 30 seconds. But she's a Badger, and Badgers don't care. Oh, the true honey badger is Bella Meyer, who's over also on the bench. I missed her earlier. Bella Meyer, she'll be joining the Tommies, University of St. Thomas, as well, as she recovers and seems to be recovering very well from her surgery. And we wish her the best when she heads to Tommyland in the fall. Punt away for the goalie from United. Gets all the way back to Lindsay. Amanda fighting. 8 chips it over. Qual there. Qual chips it again. Jordy gets it to the ground. Tries to cut it back. Midwest. Ball goes off of MTA. That's half. Our score at half. MTA 4. United 0. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second half. Stay with us. See you guys. Hey, are you leaving now? Yes. Oh, I have something in my car.
I know you would. You might have to fight it from
Here we go, start of the second half. Just discombobulated. You'd think we'd have this dialed in by now, but we don't. Here we go, start of the second half. Midwest will kick it off. Playing soccer. Off of Hallie's face. She's had a couple balls off the face today. Starting lineup here for MTA.
What's up, Pedro?
Jordy, Kendall, and Hallie Whitty at forward. Midfield is Alma and Maddie Poor, and it looks like Caitlin Mulcahy. Defense is Kendall Quall, Lindsay Birch, Anna Kepke, and Ramira Ambrose. Jordy turns the ball off the field. Jordy plays it long to Stadden. Kendall keeps it in bounds. Fakes across. Takes this touch. Ball goes over the top, out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Midwest Academy United. Goalkeeper grabs it, sets it on the spot. Ball's in play. Ends up at Alma's feet. Alma plays it backwards. Anna runs to it, to Alma. Alma one touch to Ramira. Ramira going forward. Speed, trying to find Stadden in the middle. Midwest going quickly forward, finds someone in the middle. No call. Ends up at 16 feet wide. Plays it to 34. United plays it forward. Quall goes up, heads it down directionally. Jordy ends up with it, turns, steps on it, pivots, plays it back to Quall. Quall to Birch. Birch, Lindsay back to Bay. Bay goes wide to Anna. Anna finds Alma. Alma turns on it, plays it to Caitlin. Caitlin goes back the way it was coming from to Anna. Anna wide to Ramira. Ramira to Anna. Anna finds Alma. Alma one touch to Ramira. Ramira back to Caitlin. Forward to Quall, who steps up from her back spot, plays Maddie Poor.
Go, Maddie.
Plays it to Jordy. Jordy cuts it middle. Just behind Alma, ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick MTA, or sorry, Midwest. Midwest goalies behind it. 3:15 here into the second half. Still 4-0. All the goals in the first half for MTA. Ball's up. Jordy. Good job heading it directionally. Finds Stadden. Kendall going to work. She's inside the box. Cuts it back to her left foot. Good shot. Goalie makes a good save. Good shot by Kenny right there. Goalie makes a good save. Midwest pushes up. Punts away. Caitlin puts a foot onto it. Finds Alma. Alma wide to Ramira. Ramira to Anna. Anna to Caitlin. Caitlin plays it to Hallie. Midwest player steps to her. Caitlin and Hallie, we're double teaming. Ramirez steps into there. Alma's there. Ends up at Hallie's feet. Hallie fights through that. Back to Caitlin. Caitlin to Maddie Poor. Maddie turns. Lays it off to Hallie. Hallie on the end. Ball crossed in. Good ball from Hallie. Stadden tries to volley it out of the air. Just missed it. Qual heads it down. Midwest United player. It's lost in her feet, but able to come back to it, plays it wide. Ball goes crossed in. Ramira and 5 fighting for it. Ramira kicks it up the field. It's going to be a Midwest throw right there, but at the end of their bench. 36 grabs it from Midwest. Ball's thrown in. 27 tried to flick it on. Alma fights with her. Hallie keeps it in bounds, ends up on the Midwest player's foot. Anna steps to it, sends it up the field. Alma comes through. Foul there, free kick for MTA. Anna behind the ball quickly. Actually, Lindsay's going to take this ball. Ball's up. Ball's flicked in. Goalie steps to it, gets it out of the mix. Couple heads from Lindsay. Caitlin plays it through to Alma. Alma trying to touch it over to Maddie Poor. Midwest takes the ball. Ball ends up with Qual. Qual to Poor. Maddie Poor slicing and dicing. Breaks through 4 players. Jordan back to Maddie Poor. Trying to find the cross over there to Hallie Whitty, but then the Midwest player goes low with a header. Ball goes back up the field. Qual with it. She's still fighting. Caitlin steps to it. None of that was clean. None of that was clean, but the foul was called on the Midwest player.
Way to fight, Lynn.
And MTA goes quickly. Qual plays it back to Anna Kepke. Anna steps to it. To Caitlin. Caitlin.
Thank you.
And Midwest throws it in. Another throw here to my right with Midwest. Ball goes out of bounds, MTA throw. Headed back by Midwest into the play. 30 for Midwest and Lindsay have had a pretty good fight going today. Kendall trying to get that ball to her feet. Maddie Poor gets it to the ground, just fighting through it. Ball over the top. 5 able to run onto it. Shot from 5. Bayless makes the initial save. Anna gets it out of there. She'll rebound. Ramira boots it up. Alma tries to settle it. Ends up with a Midwest player. Midwest plays it to 16. 16 through. Caitlin fighting with 30. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Midwest throw. 30's grinding for Midwest. Appreciate the effort for sure. 8 to 27. 27 back to 30. Now she ran into the Mulcahy shoulder. The girl's she's gonna feel that tonight from both Lindsay and Caitlin. Free kick for Midwest in the center face of the box. 2-person wall. It looks like Hallie and Jord. Bayless direction traffic. 5 puts it on net. Bayless able to slide over and make the save. As she tries to shoot she shoots directionally at the inside inside low post. Bayless puts it down. Just gonna punt that off the ground. Or I'm sorry, kick it off the ground. Anna trying to find Hallie. Ruled MTA throw. Ball's in. Headed directionally to the middle. 10 playing it through. Anna. .30 working on Lindsay. She cuts it back, finds the inside post. She's been working hard, so it's 4-1 at MTA now. Ball's kicked off. Poor finds Jordy. Jordy trying to find Stadden. Ball's up. Midwest, Qual fighting. Back to Jordy. Jordy fighting through it. Jordy still going forward. Caitlin gets it to Alma. Alma fights through the tackle. Second tackle. Midwest trying to find the ball through. Lindsay steps in front of it, directionally puts it on the ground to Maddie Poor. Stadden nutmegs, 12. Kendall going. Caitlin trying to get it on the ground, wide to Hallie Whitty. Hallie gets it to her left foot, looking for the cross. Defender gets a foot in there. Anna and 30 going to it together. Anna fighting. Great job by Anna. Anna's always really steady in that center back spot. But the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Midwest throw. 4-1's your score. 11.5 into the second half. Anna to Alma. Alma wide to Qual. To Caitlin. Caitlin shields. Able to find the ball through to Hallie Whitty wide. Hallie plays Alma. Too far in front. Lets the Midwest player run onto it. Ball goes out of bounds. Midwest throw. Mass subs for MTA. Soph, Maddie Darlene, Sarah Brecklin, Sid join the mix. Forwards today now are going to be Darlene, Stadden, Pascarella. Midfield is Beaton, Bargeste, Mulcahy. Defense is Ambrose, Kepke, Brecklin, and Dries. Ball goes in. Finds Stadden's feet. Midwest just boots it up. Anna's there, fighting with 30. Midwest, throw. Headed directionally. Midwest trying to go up the middle. Sarah's there, keeping her in front. 8 trying to find a corner. Caitlin there, Soph's there. Soph settles it. Trying to find help. Jordy with the shield. 36 plays it on the ground to 5. 5 trying to go across the middle to 30. 30 plays it wide. Sid keeps her in front. Ball's hopping, and Bayless scoops it up. Ball's on the ground. Sid working with Maddie. Maddie to Anna. Anna to Kendall. Kendall plays it over the top. Just a little bit too much for Maddie. Midwest throw. Throws in. Sid heads it. Soph heads it. Caitlin gets it to her feet. Caitlin plays it wide to Jordy. Jordy to Caitlin. Caitlin trying to sneak it behind to Maddie. Maddie runs to it. Lays it off to Sid. Sid trying to go ball on frame. That's her shot right there. We've seen her make that from it. Was a free kick. Good ball from her. Goes wide. Goal kick for Midwest. 4-1. 15 into the second half. Ball's up. Soph with a body trap. Alma trying to play it to Maddie. Soph to Maddie. Maddie with a cross. Ball goes off of directionally. Good cross from Maddie, but ball goes out of bounds. Midwest goal kick. Goal kicks up. Ends up at Alma's feet. Trying to play it through. Sarah on the run. Plays it back to Bay. Bay didn't like the pressure. Kicks it out of bounds. Lets MTA get back on the defensive end. Midwest throw to our right. Ball ends up with Alma. Kendall works with Maddie. Maddie lays it off to Jordy. Alma ends up with the ball. Lets the ball go. Ball's up. Caitlin heads it just too much. Gonna roll out of bounds into the Midwest bench. Throw for Midwest. Ball chipped in. Another goal for 30. Ball chipped in. Her and Bayless connected. She was able to get a leg on it at first and get it over Bayless. So now it's 4-2. So too far for Maddie. Throw here. Ball goes out of bounds. Sid's got it to our right here. She's going to throw right in front of us. Sid settles it. On the ground is Kendall Stadden. Back to Soph, a little too strong, but Soph chases it down, gets it back to Sarah. Sarah back to Anna. Reset for MTA. Thirty finds 5. Good save from Bayless. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for Midwest.
What's the score?
Score's 4-2. Ball's up, trying to find the far post. Caitlin's there, trying to get it out. Hand fighting, ruled a foul. It's going to be a free kick for MTA. (19:20) here into the second half. Kothi checks in for Caitlin. Bay hits a line drive. Ball's wide, Sid and 5 racing to it. Cross. Bayless knocks it down. Rest talk, and they rule it a corner kick for Midwest here to our right. Ball way over the top, trying to go far post, goes off of the Midwest player's head, goes out of bounds. Now it's a goal kick for MTA. We've lost video. I'll keep you apprised of how things are going. We don't have a video screen right now. Sarah to Alma. Alma to Jordy. Jordy trying to find Maddie. Maddie going 1v1. Maddie tries to snipe it inside post. Video's back. Punt away from Midwest. Their first 2. They're definitely trying to play through 30 here. She lets a bomb go, but just goes over the top. Goal kick for Bay, subs for Midwest. Ball's up. Alma has it to her feet. Back to Amanda. Amanda to Alma. Alma back to Anna. Okay. Amanda turns. Amanda plays it to Alma. Alma trying to play through to Maddie.
There you go.
Good ball from Alma. Maddie cuts it across the face of the box and goes far post to make it 5-2.
Nice pass, Alma.
Ball's in play. 5-2 MTA. Great ball from Alma Beaton. Able to find Maddie on the through run. Maddie settles it. Takes 2 touches to get around the first player and then goes far post to bury it. So 5-2 here, 23.5 into the second half. Finds Soph. Soph and Alma. Soph on the ground to Maddie. Stabbing with pressure. Darlene with pressure. Soph with the pressure. Soph trying to fight. Amanda to Soph, or to Sarah to Soph, Soph to all the way over to Jordy. Jordy, little nutmeg. Checks it back to Alma. Alma to Jordy. Jordy cuts it back in. Jordy trying to find a side foot to Maddie. Stadden has it. Goal kick for Midwest. 24:51, almost 25 minutes in, about 20 left here in the second half. 5-2 MTA. Goals from Stadden, Whitty, and a hat trick for Darlene. Soph puts it through. Ramirez there. Double team from Bargeste and Ramira. Ball over the top. Lets 5 run onto it. 5 takes a shot, trying to sneak something in there on the near post. Ball goes wide. Bayless with the goal kick. Ball's in play. Soph, Sid, ball gets on the ground. Sarah steps to it. Sarah turns inside. Soph takes it, plays it to Anna. Anna to Alma. Soph got room and to dribble. Plays to Soph to Darlene. Maddie makes a move and lays it across the face of the goal. Jordy of the shot just goes high. Goal kick for Midwest. Soph trying to find Maddie off of the
Header.
Alma to Darlene. That was wide. Trying to go outside post. Good hard shot, but just wide. Ball's up. Ricochet. It's going to end up in that garbage can. Come on. Oh, almost. Jordy flips it to Ramira. It's going to be a MTA throw at the end of their bench. Ball's in. Off a Midwest player. Another throw. Ball at Jordy's feet. Jordy dealing. Back to Amanda. Amanda wide to Ramira. Ramira to Anna. Anna to Amanda. Amanda finds Sarah. Sarah to Soph. Soph trying to find Stadden. Ball's headed back to 34 for Midwest. They're trying to play it through. They want to find 30 as much as they can. Sarah disrupts, but the ball goes wide. Sarah's there. Ramira. Sarah has it on her feet. Plays it on the ground. Alma's able to turn. Foul Midwest there. Free kick for MTA. 5-2 the score. 29 minutes. About 16 left here in the MTA season and careers for a lot of these girls. We do have a friendly tomorrow, but this is the one that counts. Foul on Midwest. Anna behind it. Ball's away. Qual trying to head-to-head contact. They've got to take her off and have her pass the protocols. She looks to be okay. Give me a drop ball. Drop ball Midwest. Play it back to the goalie. Midwest plays it short, a lot of pressure from Stadden. And Alma played it to Soph. Soph trying to find Stadden on the run, but they had slowed up because they thought the play was turning backwards. It's now a goal kick for Midwest. 30 minutes, 15 left here in the second half. Score remains 5-2 MTA. Ball's up. Alma. Foot race for MTA. Foul. Free kick for Midwest. Ball's put in play. Sarah heads it, trying to find Soph's feet. Soph with pressure. Alma there, keeps 8 in front, trying to find the ball over the top. It's going to roll out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for MTA. Bayless. Jordy flicks it on. All the way back to the goalie. Chips. Finds feet. Soph there with pressure. Takes it off of 23's feet. Soph driving. Good job by Soph. Takes that ball in the middle, drives, finds a far post. 6-2 MTA. Great job from Soph going forward. Puts Midwest players on their heels. It's important that Soph got that goal here since Josh, her boyfriend, is here. Much to Dad's chagrin as he gives me the evil eye for commenting on it. 6-2. 6-2. Goalie's up. She's taking her mitts off. She did go off with a head thing earlier in the game, and hopefully that's not affecting her again. Midwest has to put another field player in to play keeper. Ball's in play. Stadden disrupting. Sid working. Amanda. Ramira trying to head it down. Ball goes out of bounds. It's off the Midwest player. It's going to be an MTA throw. Soph. 5 working, trying to snip it outside the 2. Soph, pressure. Maddie working with Stadden. Soph all the way around, across the face to Jordy. Jordy working. Great job from Jordy. Couple stutter steps, get some space, goes far low post, 7-2 MTA. Great job. Nice to see all the forwards get on the board today. Midwest puts it in play. 7-2. Less than 10 minutes left, and actually 9 minutes left here in the second half. Made a lot of bumbles with my calls just because I'm so rusty. It's been a few months since we did this. Sid checks her shoulder, turns it inside to Amanda. Amanda trying to find Sid. Ball goes out of bounds. Midwest throw. Sid climbs the ladder, heads it to Alma. Alma trying to turn through it or pull it through. Midwest player takes it, lays it off. Anna to Jordy. Soph trying to put pressure on. Sid to the ground to Soph. Soph one touches it to Maddie. Maddie's going to get around the first.
Got him, Mads.
Maddie at speed. Finds Stadden. It's too easy. Great job from Soph. Play it one touch to Maddie. Maddie one touches it around. Drives with speed. Working easy with Stadden. Stadden takes it one touch, finds the goalie to commit. And that's the game. Game called early, as it should. 8-2 is the final for MTA in their last game, official game for ECNL. Way to finish. Goals today from Pascarella, Whitty, Bargeste. Stadden had 2, and Darlene had a hat trick. So that's it from the Holy Angels Star Dome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us for the last couple of years. It's been fun doing this. My pleasure to sit with Nader and do this. And it's been really fun. And hope you guys enjoyed it as well. We'll see you soon. And thanks a lot.